Snapchat just dropped AI into your DMs. They've just launched something they're calling AI sponsored snaps. And so brands can now deploy AI agents directly inside of the chat tab. So instead of seeing a static ad, users can now converse with it. They can ask questions, they can get recommendations, and have a back and forth with what is essentially a branded chatbot living in their inbox. And the fact that it's happening in the inbox is an important signal because, as we know, that's where all of the social engagement is happening these days. Snap says users sent over 950 billion messages in just one quarter, and more than 500 million people have already interacted with its My AI chatbot. So this is an existing user behavior. This, of course, builds on sponsored snaps, which already drop full screen ads into your inbox. But those were more passive. You could open them, watch them, and then that was it. But now that brands can bring their own chatbots into these interfaces, they can now guide users toward conversions, creating a continuous loop. Snap is in good company. The entire ad industry right now is betting that advertising is moving away from being all about impressions and clicks and prioritizing conversations more. This also moves Snap closer to full funnel advertising. So discovery, consideration, and now conversion all happening within the Snap interface. I think shopping is about to get pretty complicated for the digital consumer because even though you know you're talking with an AI chatbot, because it's conversational, it feels less like an e-commerce transaction and more like a recommendation. It kind of blurs the line between a helpful assistant and persuasive marketing. We know these interactions can feel quite personal. Of course, there's limited data on the psychology of this and how it will affect things like brand trust and affinity. But of course, we'll have to keep an eye out because this is certainly the direction that advertising is moving in the late 2020s.